And gentlemen, College Station gave us one of the craziest nights of recent college football history, and I'm telling you, it was crazy. They had confrontation on the field, and then it ended up in the tunnel. Welcome back, welcome back. This is our first show. I'm your host, Shammy, and I'm here with the CEO, founder of the Lock Lounge, Vern.
Hey, what's going on, peoples?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Ain't nothing, bro. How you feeling?
Good. Your day went fine. Everything went good.
Man, the day was beautiful. Hoping for a better night with these parlays cashing and players doing what they got to do. Let's see if it happens tonight.
Definitely. But let's get straight to the issue.
Oh man,
Something that we seen this weekend. It definitely surprised me. It definitely
I know where you're
shocked me
going.
when I seen it.
I think I know where you're going.
South Carolina. Nick Harbor
Mm,
goes 80 yards for a touchdown.
crazy,
Acts like he
crazy,
has a hammy injury.
man. And then what happened in the tunnel is the worst part. Um, I think we all saw it. It was surprising when it caught my eye. It was surprising to say the least bit. But the police officer that bumped into who was it? They bumped into Sham,
Nick Harbor.
Nick Harbor, Nick Harbor. It was coming back off the tunnel, and you could deliberately see the police officer bump right into the two young men, try to plow right through him. I don't know if he was looking for a reaction. I don't know if he was forgot the camera was rolling, but yeah, that looked deliberate. And I thought one of two things. I thought one, that was disrespectful. Two, how are you in a position of a police officer bumping into college kids like that? And three, like I said, he must have forgot the camera was rolling. But we're in a modern day and age where all the cameras is going to be everywhere. And unfortunate, no, it's not unfortunate. He got what he deserved. They relieved him of his duties right after the game, and I think it made a lot of people happy. But that's not enough for me. I think they should have relieved him of his job. How about you, Shan?
Me, I'm half Asian and half Italian. And when
Right,
I seen him, first off, these tunnels aren't small and narrow. These
right,
tunnels are wide.
right,
We have two individuals walking one way. Now, you're not turning the corner in the tunnel and you're right outside. These tunnels are
right,
long. So we have two individuals walking in the middle of the tunnel back to the
right.
field. The
Yep,
officer, he definitely seen them. He could have walked to the
absolutely,
left or walked to the right.
absolutely.
Looking at his face,
Mm,
looked deeper than, I don't know, deeper than hatred. At first,
okay,
I was thinking this, for some reason, my mind was thinking that they was in South Carolina and this was a cop
right,
from there. But
right.
no, they were in Texas. He was a
Mm,
security guard for that
hmm.
team. And it just made me feel like if they were outside of the stadium
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were driving through that town and the
yep,
sun was going down,
yeah,
it
yep.
might have been
Oh
problems.
yeah, it would have been ugly. It would have been ugly. Now they did confirm that the trooper was removed from his assignment that day, correct? It didn't take long at all.
And that was the only thing that the school and the the office, well, the police department
Police
released,
department.
was
Right.
that the officer got released off campus and his duties from
Okay.
security. My thing is
Mm,
they didn't release no name. They didn't release the
no
name of the
name.
officer.
Right.
And I don't want to assume anything, but I just feel like if we dug in deeper, that we
Hmm.
would maybe find more.
More incidents. Exactly. I believe so also.
But
I believe so
you
also.
know, we got nothing but time, and hopefully it don't get brushed under the table because I know. I mean that was hatred.
That was.
Yeah,
That definitely was,
yeah.
man. And it's sad that, you still see stuff like that, not only in the world, but in the world of sports, where, it shouldn't be no time or place for nothing like that, especially from someone in that position and of that magnitude.
Right. And then it almost took away from the shine of what really happened in the game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What Texas A&M was up what 30-3 at halftime?
A&M was up 30-3.
Wow.
And
Man.
they came back and defeated them 31-30.
Man, that game was insane, bro. Like that's the beauty of college football. And I always say this, I even share it with my dad. Um, College players sometimes, in my eyes, play harder than NFL players for various reasons. One, they trying to get to the league. Two, I'm sure they all got, certain kind of deals that they worked out behind the scenes, and they gotta do what they gotta do. But it's one of them things where you just want to ball out and get to that next level. How about what you think about that?
Yeah, I mean everything you're saying, and I also think the talent level of kids that's going to the NFL compared to other college kids that's going to pursue what they're going to school for, or
Right.
just move on with regular life. So I feel
Right.
like that sometimes makes a difference. With having
Right.
5 kids on the field that is going to the NFL.
Absolutely.
You're going to get them 50, 60-yard bombs.
Man.
So, yeah, I mean, college football is definitely probably at its most exciting moment right now with the kids getting the NIL deals.
Yeah.
The smaller
Those
schools
NILs.
that weren't able to compete, now they can compete.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
And fun fact to everybody listening to us right now, that was the largest comeback in the Aggies history, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
yeah, yep. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
31-30, man. Nobody saw that coming, except for the cop maybe in a time.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, man, a great game. That definitely just showed, never to give up, especially when you're in the world of sports, man. You just don't give up, man. You never know what can happen. Ask ask the Falcons that in the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Right. All right, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Here we go. This is where we analyze football, basketball, any sports, and react to the bettors that just yell at the TV. And we're going to call this little segment right here, Spit Happens. All right, we're going
Jamar
to break
Chase.
it down. Jamar Chase, fourth quarter, game's tight, emotions is super high right now.
Divisional game,
Divisional game,
down and out. They don't
one
have
of
the
the best
quarterback all
cornerbacks.
season. Right.
right? One of the best cornerbacks, one of the best wide receivers.
Absolutely.
I mean, you knew it was going to be real touchy and grabby.
Right.
A lot of shoving.
Trash talk.
Next thing we know, here we go. Scuffling, we see some hands being thrown. Flags being thrown. Everybody don't really know what's going on.
Facts.
Next thing we know, Jalen Ramsey gets ejected.
Yep. And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Of course.
I looked at the interview after the game when they asked Jamar did he spit on him, and he blatantly told a bold-faced lie twice. He said, what he say? I didn't spit on that. I didn't open up my mouth to that guy, or something. He said crazy.
Yeah,
and
matter of fact, I'm gonna play the clip for them so they can look at that clip.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna check that out.
He was saying that you spit on him. Did you spit on him?
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
What do you?
But spitting on someone is one of the most degrading things you can do in life, man. Unfortunately, in the world of sports, again, there's no place for that. That's the second time this season that we know of that has happened on camera. No matter how many times, no telling how many times that has actually happened. But yeah, unbelievable to see something like that. And then the slow motion made it even worse when you saw that up close and personal, and it was thick spit too.
Right. I don't know. I just feel like you said, it's like a hidden rule in life. Even if your parents don't teach you that you just don't spit on anybody.
Don't spit on nobody. Absolutely.
And I
So
feel
what
like
did
I feel like now we have to tell the parents to let their kids know, because it seems like this generation coming up, don't
yeah.
see the amount of disrespect in that.
Yep.
And that if it was not on the football field, it could have got worse. You know, who knows? Who knows? It could have definitely got worse. But him denying it, coming out today, they gave him a 1-game suspension.
1-game suspension without pay, right?
Without pay.
Without pay.
And he actually is still denying it.
Crazy. And I think I saw somewhere where he was trying to appeal it, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep. So
Wow.
he's trying to appeal it. I mean, I do have the only issue I have with anything is not with the fine that he will get fined, but I do have issues with the number amount that the NFL fines these players. Not with just the spitting. I'm just saying in general. I went and looked at the list the other day. I seen like equipment failure stuff. You get what I mean? Wrong helmet. But these numbers are like 15,000, 20,000.
Insane, bro.
And
Insane.
I feel like we're gonna have to touch on that one day because it's crazy to me where they could come up with these figures for the fines.
Correct. Yep.
You know.
Right. Like one fine is more crazy than the other. And if I'm not mistaken, Jamar's game day checks is $500,000. Somewhere I read, 500,000 is what he's missing out on. Come this week.
Was it worth it? And my thing is, moving forward, you can't really believe anything he's gonna say out his mouth.
Absolutely,
because his credibility is completely
out the window, gone. You know, and it's sad because he's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best receiver in the league. But again, there's no place for that.
Respected by everybody, respected by a lot of players. You get
Absolutely.
What I mean?
Yep.
It's just shocking that a player with that caliber would do that on a national stage.
I agree. And I get the Bengals-Steelers rivalry, which has been heating up over the last, 6-7 years. Each time they play, I feel like that rivalry has taken over the Ravens-Steelers rivalry in a way, just because of, the quarterback play consistency as far as Burrow, Pittsburgh, we have been up and down with quarterbacks the last couple of years, but just that defensive threat that we come to play with every Sunday, man. Like and I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all hear I'm a Pittsburgh fan, so yes, you'll get that. But and I don't want to be biased, but that rivalry now between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati is similar to what that Baltimore-Pittsburgh rivalry used to be.
Right. Well, hopefully they figure this whole situation out. Hopefully it don't hurt them. Him missing the game next week.
Right. And who they play next week? Baltimore, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I just feel like you can't always think about yourself, especially when you're dealing with something like that. Jalen had all. I mean, I'm saying he at that moment he can think about himself.
Yeah.
But Ja'Marr Chase was definitely in the wrong. We seen you just come out, admit it, but right now it's looking very childish. It's looking very just not taking
accountability of anything.
Any accountability for anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love Coach Tomlin's response to it. Also, I'm not sure if you saw it, Shan, but they asked him what did they think about Ja'Marr Chase spitting, and he said, I don't have words for someone that spits in somebody's face. My only response is to react naturally.
Yeah,
and that's what Jalen did.
For sure. Well, look, there was a lot of drama this week, a lot of dethroning, a lot of things, a lot of quarterbacks dropping like flies, Sam Darnold just slanging interceptions left and right.
Who else? Man. Aaron Rodgers with the wrist got hurt, got exited out the game. Who else?
Yep.
Jordan Love, right? Then he momentarily exited the game, right? Shoulder.
I felt like even though Bryce Young had his career, one of his career, I think if not his career game, I watched him get hurt 2 times in that game. Maybe he came back like the Undertaker. I mean, just slanging that thing. Michael Penix out.
Michael Penix with that knee.
With his knee injury, we got Dylan Gabriel. Knocked out concussion. Gave Shador a chance.
Gave Shador a chance, man, and it
I feel
wasn't.
like the real critics understand, the real people that
Yes.
understand football understand what happened. If you
Yep.
just got into football, or you just watching it and don't really
Yes.
know, and you just know
Yeah.
the Shador hype, and you
Yeah.
seen what he did, you're gonna be like, he's trash.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, like you're saying, that position that he was put in under those circumstances. You're in a game against your divisional opponent. You're what, late in the third quarter?
Yep.
Yeah, that was tough. Being a
12
rookie, that's
plays.
tough.
12 plays. Never had a
hmm
snap with
Never
the
had a snap
first. Even
with the first time.
even the lineman came out and said
Yeah,
that
he
they
hasn't
didn't
heard
never
his
heard his
cadence.
cadence before.
He hasn't heard his cadence before. So yeah, hopefully they get that turned around this week. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for Shador though. I know a lot of people are out to see him fail, but I seen what he could do in college with a team that had, Travis Hunter and a few others. But you're in the NFL now, man. We'll see what he got. I believe that he does have the skill set. It's naturally in his genes. I mean, his
Right.
dad, you already
Right.
know, but I
Right.
believe that he is going to be a quarterback that develops well over time, and he's going to make a lot of people eat those words.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. But moving on to the Broncos.
Mm,
Nine and
mm,
two. Nine and
surprising,
two.
surprising,
They running
and
the
they
AFC West right now.
and they're going to be hard to beat up there in Denver come playoff time with that altitude. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
I
That's
mean,
the first time that they've been leading the division in what, years, right?
yep. Yep.
Man, yeah, it's a switch. It's a
So
it's a
I mean,
change of
I
scenery.
definitely think we still gonna have the same KC. Um,
hmm
I just feel like the defense isn't as dominant as it used to be, but I just feel like that was a little bump in the road right there. They gonna get it together all together
Oh
moving
yeah,
forward.
absolutely.
I never count them out. Still, definitely.
You can't you can't
They're
count
definitely
KC out.
in a lot of people's way moving
hmm
forward for the rest of the season. They could definitely hurt a lot of people this
Oh yeah,
season moving forward, and their chances of making the playoffs.
right. I
Um,
agree.
another quarterback talk about right now, Josh Allen,
Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen.
a
He's
one
he's
man
eating
wrecking
up.
crew.
He looked like a
Huh?
Madden creator player this weekend, didn't he?
Right, one man wrecking crew.
Yeah, he was insane with it, man.
Six
I haven't
touchdowns.
seen anybody do something like that in recent, history. What he did this past weekend, it was remarkable to watch, and you know, they're heating up at the right time, and that's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, he's just proven why he was MVP.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns, man. Wow, three through the air and three on the ground. That's insane.
Yeah, that was a unbelievable performance.
And that
I
was
mean,
what, the only time, only the third time in NFL history that someone's done that, which is incredible.
real quick, since we're talking about quarterbacks, I
hmm
want to just bring up JJ McCarthy real quick. Um,
AJ. Interesting, man.
not really getting Justin the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't do it,
hmm
do you feel like Justin should leave? I mean, because they have everything there to make it. They just don't have the quarterback, and
That's
it's
a
like
great question.
they're putting their money into this rookie.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Um,
I don't. That's a great question, Sham. I don't know. Who would pick him up right now? I think every team is no, every team isn't stacked. The Raiders might use
hmm.
him.
Yeah, but he's
Raiders
going to
might use him.
definitely go to a playoff contender.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to stay. Honestly, I feel like yeah, at a certain point you got to weigh your options and see exactly, how far he's going to stay on. How far you want to set him, how long you want to set him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little crazy week. But you know what we gotta do at the Lock Lounge. We always gotta get ready for the next game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We got Buffalo, Houston
Seven and
Thursday
three.
night. Sure.
It's going to come down to quarterback play and protecting the ball at the end of the day. Minimize some turnovers for Houston. They got a hell of a running back. I believe it can be a closer game than people anticipate it to be. We've seen games where Buffalo has struggled at times. if they pressure Josh Allen and limit his use of feet, then they have a chance. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but they have a chance.
I'm thinking they saying pretty much C.J. Stroud is likely to be out.
Okay. Okay. I like
Um,
Houston's defense.
yep.
I
They're
love
ranked,
Houston's
yeah,
defense.
they're ranked pretty top. They're one of the top teams. Only
Hmm.
allowing 16 points per game.
Right.
Oh
Right.
yeah, oh yeah. This
It can be
they
closer than
might
people think.
yeah.
And CJ still dealing with that concussion protocol.
CJ still got concussion protocol.
Okay. Okay.
They
That's tough.
definitely looking at different betting trends. They are
Hmm.
saying look at the under.
The under, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to check that out later on this week, see what that under over is this week because I feel like it is going to be an under game.
Yeah, I just don't
And if you
think
look at
Houston
Josh
will.
Allen, his consistency of passing yards, they're not blown away crazy this year. Like he's went over 200 yards, a handful of times. It has been nothing crazy like in past years because he's using his legs a lot. And then his running back, man, he got a hell of a running back.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But I
I
like I like
pre.
I like Buffalo.
So that's who we going. We going Buffalo money line.
I'm gonna go Buffalo money line. Yeah, I'm gonna
Buffalo
go
money
Buffalo
line,
money
ladies and
line
gentlemen.
in a closer game than people anticipate though. That's what I'm gonna roll with.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you, Vern, stopping by.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you having me, man. Let's
Yep,
make this the first of many, and
yep,
yeah, let's get to it, man. And thank
yeah.
y'all for
Everybody, make sure you
tuning in.
subscribe,
Absolutely,
lock
like,
in, push that bell over there. Stay smart, stay locked, and stay lounging. We out.